Hope everybody's having a great day. I think it's Wednesday, right? We made it through November. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. We had a lot of awesome stuff happening here on the farm. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Echoey Riverside Farm. I'm holding Dash. Flash is up there above me. We're just kind of hanging out this morning. We're going to be doing some encounters at about 11 a.m. So if you want to see what a sloth encounter is like with Michaela, tune in at 11 and you'll be seeing people hanging out with Flash. And if it's a VIP, then they'll be holding one of the babies also. So here at the farm, we actually have 4 sloths. We have Dash, Flash, and we also have Chloe and Zoe. All of our sloths are two-toed or two-fingered Linnaeus sloths, and you can actually hold 3 of them. We don't hold Flash because he's never been held, but we do pet him and we feed him. You want a little bite, buddy? There you go. So give him a little bit of sweet potato. Did you know that sloths eat 10% of their body weight every single day? But they only use the bathroom every 7 to 10 days. But when they do use the bathroom, they lose 30% of their body weight. It's truly incredible. Where's everybody watching from this morning? We're here in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. We're right on the banks of the Echoey River. This is Flash hanging out here behind me. He's a two-toed or two-fingered Linnaeus sloth. We just started this awesome new encounter, and it's called Cuddle in Your Cabin. So it's as cool as it sounds, but it's not just for cabin. So you can actually do a sloth encounter in your covered wagon. Now I don't know about you, but that's pretty cool. And these aren't normal covered wagons either. They have heating, air conditioner, and there's a queen size bed, 2 bunk beds, Keurig, coffee maker. When you open the front, you're looking out at the Echoey River. You open the back and you're looking at zebras, donkeys, camels, kangaroos, llamas, alpacas. It's pretty awesome. What you doing up there, Flash? Good boy. He's chewing on that sweet potato. So sloths have 43, and all of their internal organs are actually attached to each other and to their ribs with connective tissue. Now that connective tissue does a bunch of really awesome things. What it's going to do is it's going to keep everything in place while they're moving around through the trees. Because think about it, they have 30% of their body weight in their stomach before they use the bathroom. So if that big old heavy stomach was moving around while they're climbing through the trees, that'd be pretty hard to breathe and to eat. Also, sloths follow the trees probably once a week from around 100 feet. So just like if we get in a car wreck and we kind of get that secondary impact of when we hit something, sloths don't get that because God has built them with kind of like an armor and a seatbelt for their insides. It's pretty cool how he designed them. What you doing up there, buddy? Hey, Flash. Good morning. You wanted a little sweet potato? I think Flash is waking up. Good morning in Ontario, Canada. Hi, Julie. Hey, Kay, how are you doing? Where's everybody watching from this morning? So it looks like we got Canada. I think yesterday we had Austria, Australia, and Antarctica. It's like AAA, but different places all over the world. I wish you guys could see this because a little ladybug just landed on one of the cameras, and it's hilariously cute. It's like sitting there watching me. I think the ladybug wants to watch the sloths too. God is great. I totally agree with you, 100%. We would not be here without God. That is true. Good morning, everybody. We are live here at Echoey Riverside Farm. That's Flash. He's a two-fingered or two-toed Linnaeus sloth. He's 7 years old. This is Dash. He's about 15 months old. And you can really see a good difference on the coloring here. Dash is starting to lighten up. So when they're even younger, like you're going to see Chloe here in a little bit, you'll notice that she's a little bit darker, almost chocolate covered. Now we're not going to eat her, but she is cute as a little button. Let me get Dash here another little snack. You want a little bite, buddy? So another animal that we have here at Cowie Riverside Farm is a three-banded armadillo. So the reason that we have a three-banded armadillo is they are actually Zothorans, and what that means is hinge spine. So they are in the same family or the same superorder as the sloths. So you have sloths, anteaters, and three-banded armadillos. So I'm gonna go grab Baku here in just a minute. Flash keeps hanging down to say hi. Thanks, Flash. I don't think Flash understands about personal space. Do you think you should have one more? Or do you think he's good?
If he's eating that stuff, that's
Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Cowie Riverside Farm. This is Flash, and we're feeding him a little bit of breakfast. If you want to see what a sloth encounter is like, join back at around 11 a.m. Michaela's going to be doing a sloth encounter. The first part of the sloth encounter entails with Flash, where you're feeding him, learning all the facts, and petting him. But we don't hold Flash. And the reason we don't hold Flash, he's never been held, and we're not going to force him to do something that he doesn't want to do. But Dash loves to be held, as you can see. He honestly seeks human interaction. He wants to hang out with you and cuddle with you. What are we feeding them? We're feeding them a little bit of sweet potatoes, squash, and zucchini. Good morning, everybody. If you're just joining us, this is a Cowie Riverside Farm. We are in Benton, Tennessee. This is Dash. He's a two-fingered or two-toed Linnaeus sloth. And we have 4 sloths here, but that's not it. We have spider monkeys. We have, let's see, what else do we have? Oh yeah, baby kangaroos. Baby kangaroos that you can bottle feed, and they are the cutest things ever. We also have some adults out there, and we have camels that you can ride. And get this, we have the biggest camel in North America. It is Ed. He's over 7 feet tall and he weighs almost 2,000 pounds. He's so big that we had to cut a hole for him to fit through. He's over 7 feet tall. So it's pretty cool to ride a camel here in Tennessee while you hang out with kangaroos, monkeys, sloths, and I'm gonna go get that armadillo here in just a second because I think he's pretty cute. You got to hold a sloth in Honduras? Awesome, that's really cool. So Honduras and Costa Rica have both now made it illegal to hold sloths. And the reason for that is I think too many locals might have been running out to the jungle and grabbing sloths and letting people hold them. So that's the problem kind of with what was happening down there. A little sad, but here we try to make sure that the sloths are happy and well taken care for. Alright, I'm going to go grab Baku and I'll be back in 1 second. Good morning, Vlad.
How you doing?
Good, man.
Good nose. I left no room. Going good. Enjoy. You should be fine. Right? Alright. A little bit of this, right? See what's Katie doing. Okay, so Chloe, you're a messy eater. Yeah, you eat like me, messy. When I said that, she stopped chewing. She's like, I don't know if I want that. At least you're cute. See, at least you're cute. She's cute. Yeah, I said, at least I'm cute. I might be a messy eater, but I'm cute.
Alright guys, so I have him right here. So he is about the cutest little thing ever. His name is Baku, and this is him. He is a 3-banded armadillo, and look how he can completely fold up into a perfect circle. His little ears nest in, and he all folds up. So his outside area is called his carapace, and it's made up of keratin, the same material as our hair and our nails. And when he runs around, I think that he looks like maybe like a potato on high heels. His little feet clack, 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 running around. It's really hilarious. I think he's kind of saying, hi, come see me at a Coe Riverside farm. I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying. So the reason that they are in the same superorder as sloths and giant anteaters has to do with the fact that they are the only mammals that can make themselves all the way up into a perfect circle or sphere. Okay? So Zathorn means hinged spine, and I think he's pretty cute. We really want to hope to get a girl one time and name her Shaka Khan. I think John's really excited about the music. He's definitely a child of the 80s. So you see John rocking some hot colored jumpsuit, a fanny pack, and playing Shaka Khan. Let's all worry about him a little bit. Right, Michaela? Hello from Riverside. Hey, Heather, how are you doing? Good morning, Beth in California. Hope you're having a great day. How is the morning over there? Did you get a beautiful sunrise? Guys, that's another thing that's really cool here at Coe Riverside Farm. When you're hanging out at the wagons, you're looking up at Chilhowee Mountain, and the sunrise is really, really pretty. The Coe River that flows right in front of the wagons, it actually starts in Georgia. And when that river is in Georgia, it is called the Toccoa River. Once the Toccoa River crosses over the state line, that's when it becomes the Ocoee. And did you guys know that the 1996 Olympics were held just upstream of us? So the Ocoee River runs all summer long for rafting, okay? But a lot of times people get out there during the winter, and it's a great way to explore. Right in front of the covered wagons is a great location for paddleboarding, and a lot of people get out there and do a little fishing too. I'm gonna go put Baku back and let you guys hang out with Flash, and we'll be back in 1 second. How do they hang out for that long? Their relaxed state is kind of clamped on. I'm gonna zoom in and let you guys see his little paws there. Can you bring me something else? Alright, so if you guys look up here at his claws, you'll notice that it's just the front ones that are 2, but the back have 3 digits. So even if it is a 2-toed or 3-toed sloth, they have the same number of digits on the back. But it's the front that are different between the 2 of them. Also, another really big difference is going to be the number of vertebrae. So the 3-toed sloth has a lot more vertebrae. I think it's like 5 to 7 more. And they're going to articulate their neck like all the way around. They twist it like this, like they'll rotate their neck. And the 3-toed sloths are the ones that kind of have that mask on that you always see, the kind of the little cartoons. And the 3-toed sloths can rotate 270 degrees. All right, let's zoom this. And I have another little critter who's very fast. I'm trying to get a hold of it. Here we go.
The bottom one.
Okay. Oh, the bottom one. Okay. Yeah. So this is a sugar glider. So sugar gliders are marsupials, and they don't fly, but they glide. And so when they jump, they spread their little arms, and the perigum, kind of that skin that connects their legs to their body, spreads out. So if they're high enough, they can glide almost, I think it's like 25 to 50 yards. Now obviously they have to be up pretty high for that to work, but they're cool little creatures. Oh, this cool little creature just left me a fun little present on my hand. That's, oh yes, thank you. He is just doing all kinds of fun things here for me. What you doing there, buddy? So if you guys are just now joining us, we're live here at Kelly Riverside Farm, and we are hanging out with sugar gliders, and we also have sloths up here above us. I would say that we have about the best things to do here at Kelly Riverside Farm. He's hilarious. What you doing there, buddy? Alright. Let's hang out with him for a little bit. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we're still getting ready with a couple more animals, but we were taking a break for just a second. Sorry about that. But this is Flash up here above me. I gotta wash my hands really quick, and then I think probably we'll hold Chloe here for just a second. So this is baby Chloe. So baby Chloe is our youngest sloth here at Kelly Riverside Farm. And I'm pretty sure that she is the cutest little thing ever. She is 7 months old, and I think she weighs about 2.5 pounds. What do you think there, Chloe? So we have Chloe, and then Flash is the oldest. And then kind of the middle children are Dash and Zoe. Some of the other cool animals that we have here at Kelly Riverside Farm are hedgehogs, sugar gliders, micro squirrels, and we have baby kangaroos that you can bottle feed. So some of our youngest kangaroos right now are Phoebe and Rachel. And I'm pretty sure that Phoebe runs just like Phoebe on Friends. It's pretty hilarious. They are such a vibe, I agree. Good morning, everybody. We are live here at Kelly Riverside Farm. This is Chloe. She's a two-fingered or two-toed Linnaeus sloth. And if you guys are wanting to do something pretty awesome for Christmas, you can come hold some sloths. We're located in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. That's Flash. This is Chloe. We have over 150 animals here at Kelly Riverside Farm, and we have covered wagons right on the banks of the river. They're pretty awesome. So some other cool things to do here at Kelly Riverside Farm. You can go kayaking, mountain biking, let's see, rock climbing, paddle boarding. Did you guys know that the 1996 Olympics were held just upstream of us? I think that's pretty awesome. You volunteered at a place called Reptile Zoo, and you got to work with a sloth named Linus and an armadillo named, what was that armadillo's name? I can't see it. Oh wait, there it goes. Arnie. That's awesome, Julie. That sounds like a great place. You think I might be related to my friends? Oh man, I don't know, maybe. I mean, I like sloths. They seem pretty chill, so it's probably okay to be related to them. But I think that God made us, so that's what I go with. There is a sloth behind me. That's right. Yes, if you want to hold a sloth, you can come do it. What did you say? Is that a real one behind me? Yes, this is a real sloth. This is Flash. And we're actually going to be doing a full sloth encounter at about 11 a.m. So if you want to see what that is, we usually do that live. Unless somebody requests not to be live. And obviously, when we do lives, if they are kids, we don't put them on TikTok. Yeah, the baby. Is he still asleep? Well, here's the deal, guys. Sloths in their relaxed state are actually clamped on. So that's the reason that if a sloth passed away up in the tree, they're actually going to stay there. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Coey Riverside Farm. This is Chloe. That's Flash. I'm Kevin. I'm a human. They're sloths. And you can come here and do this. We have covered wagons that sit right on the banks of the beautiful Ocoee River. And they have a queen bed in there, bunk beds, a Keurig, coffee maker. It's pretty sweet. And then we also do horse rides around the whole property. Fallon or John is usually doing those, and it's a great way to see the whole 30 acres. How do you get the info? You can go to our website, CoeyRiversideFarm.com. You can buy anything you want there, or get gift certificates, or just look at all the animals, whatever you want to do. So, did everybody have a good turkey day? I did. Where are we located? We're in Benton, Tennessee. How old are they? He's about 7 months. He's about 7 years. She weighs about 2 pounds, maybe 2.1. He weighs about 15 pounds. Did you guys know that sloths lose 30% of their body weight every time they use the bathroom? It's crazy. And they only use the bathroom pretty much every week. When they go to use the bathroom, they're up in the tree, and then they climb all the way down, and they get their booty all the way on the bottom. And then when they use the bathroom, the sloth moth crawls up onto their fur. Then the sloth goes back up the tree. And then when the sloth's in the tree, he's grooming himself, and that sloth moth has been laying eggs, and the sloth puts the bacteria in its mouth, and that's actually how they process their food. Pretty amazing. Do we have to help them? No, we don't help them. And then actually, so Flash's area, this is not where Flash lives. Flash lives behind here, and he has a huge 2-story enclosure, and he can go outside when it's warm. But what's really cool is when his enclosure goes up 2 stories, it backs up to the sloth suite. So if you've ever wanted to come and have a sloth for a roommate, you can do that here at Coey Riverside Farm. You can stay in the sloth suite and have Flash for a roommate. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Coey Riverside Farm. We've made it to December. We've made it into the holidays. We're here. I hope everybody's having a great holiday season. It's a little chilly out there. Maybe it'll warm up one day. But what's really cool is it's always warm in here. This is sad. I don't know why it's sad. She's trying to give you kisses. I know, she's so sweet. She loves to be petted. And the reason that we have her on the towel is she's just really comfortable holding on to that. She could hold on to me also, but we're letting her hang out on the towel. Is that a real sloth? Yep, this is Flash. And we actually have 4 sloths. So we have Flash, Zoe, Dash, and Chloe. But get this, we have another 150 animals. So camels, kangaroos, llamas, alpacas, zebras, spider monkeys. What? Did you guys hear what I just said? Spider monkeys. You can come hang out with Georgie and Joy, and they're the cutest things ever. Also, Zeke is our new baby zebra that was born here on the farm. Fallon has been working with him really hard, and he's getting very acquainted with his halter. So the reason that we are working with the baby zebra so much is to make sure that they can have proper veterinarian care throughout their whole life. Zebras can live over 40 years, which is a lot longer than a horse. So, That's the reason that we're putting a lot of effort into making sure that baby Zeke the zebra is okay. You've seen some spider monkeys? Awesome! Where'd you see some spider monkeys? Is he a baby? She is a baby, and her name is Chloe, and she's a two-finger or two-toed Linnaeus sloth. And that's Flash. He's also a sloth. And yes, he is real, and he's about 7. 7 months, 7 years. Zuma fun. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. Where's the mom of the baby? The mom of the baby is still with the veterinarian. So 3 of our sloths came to us from a veterinarian who has been working with sloths for over 30 years. His first sloth was from 30 years ago, and it was an injured sloth that could not go back to the jungle. The reason he started breeding sloths is to make sure that, because if they're being pulled from the jungle and losing their environment, that we still have sloths. These sloths have been ethically brought to you by us so they can be ambassador animals and you can learn about them in a safe, controlled manner. None of these sloths have ever been in the jungle. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Coe Riverside Farm. This is Chloe, that's Flash, and we're in Benton, Tennessee. He's not sleeping. Nope, sloths just hang out like that all the time. What do they eat? Good question. They eat a little bit of veggies. We feed them squash, zucchini, a little bit of fruit, some sweet potato. They get fruit occasionally, protein bars, and boiled eggs once a week. Let's see, you have a question for a minute. Is his mom okay? Yes, his mom is fine. Let's see, I think I missed some questions here. Chloe is really small. Let's see here. When they attack. I've never really seen them attack. How long do they live for? Okay, I see it. Here we go. So there were 2 sloths in Germany, Jan and Paula, and they made it to 52 and 54 years old. So in the wild, they typically think that sloths make it to about 20 or 30 years. So a lot safer when they're not losing their environment or being hunted by harpy eagles. That's their biggest predator. Harpy eagles, loss of environment, maybe some jaguars. Good morning, everybody. We're live here in Benton, Tennessee, hanging out with sloths. Might go see some kangaroos in a minute. Where are you guys watching from? If they get an infection, what here? Let's see, what was that one? That was fast. How do we treat an infection for sloths? Well, if we get an infection, we just put a little bit of hydrogen peroxide on it. Luckily, we work with a vet here really close, and we have a person here, Michaela, who is our sloth keeper, and she knows a lot about the animals, and she's been going to school for it, and she's learning more every day. You've reached Brooklyn. I don't know what that means. Are we in the place where you can stay with the sloths? We are. So, if you want to have a roommate for a sloth, you can do that at a Coe Riverside Farm. So, what that means is if you're staying upstairs in the sloth suite, you get Flash for a roommate. And here's another reason why the sloth suite is so special. It has 3 master suites. 1 has a jacuzzi, 2 have hanging beds. And get this, have you ever seen Chronicles of Narnia or read the book, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe? You know when they open up the wardrobe and they go in? That's how it's set upstairs in the sloth suite. It's amazing. So you open up the wardrobe, you move the clothes aside, and you go in. And there is 2 bunk rooms for kids set up. It's so cool. And then when you're in the bunk rooms, you can look down and see baby kangaroos, baby camels. It's awesome. And there's a tunnel that connects the 2 bunk rooms. And those have fish tanks. Super cool. And then what else was there? The upstairs living room has the Oculus, like for the VR stuff, and huge TV, and oh, the old school Pac-Man. I love that. You know, it's really like the little console one that you sit down at one. So I think it's pretty cool. Is the other one real? Yes, this is Flash, and he is real. Flash is just really, really chill. When they're babies, they tend to move around a little bit more. I think that goes the same for adults too. Hello in Pennsylvania, how's it going? Is this the baby? It is. This is baby Chloe. She's 7 months old. That's Flash. He's 7 years old. I'm Kevin. I'm not any 7. I don't have any 7s. I need a 7. This is your dream. You love sloths. Well, good. Well, come visit us. You'll love it. Guys, if you're trying to figure out where we are, what we are, or who we are a Coe Riverside farm, and we are in Benton, Tennessee. And you can go to the website, coeriversidefarm.com. So if you want to come do this, you can. Hey Diamond Ranch, we're in Benton, Tennessee. We're just north of Chattanooga on the way to Knoxville. We're kind of halfway between. So a lot of people say, hey, I'm up in Gatlinburg. I'm going to come see you guys. You know, I've went and hung out with Dolly. I've climbed around in Pigeon Forge, whatever. I want to come see some sloths. So here's how I say to get here. You want to head south on 411. Make sure you go slow or you're going to get a ticket with that guy with that little colored thing on the top of his car. Those are called cops. So when you see the speed limit, slow down or you get a ticket. But this is what you want to do when you're coming from Gatlinburg. Stop by Tellico Plains and you want to go to Bald River Falls. This is a 90-foot cascading waterfall that you can drive right up to and hang out, and it's beautiful. If you want to keep driving up and down the Tellico and see a bunch of other beautiful waterfalls, go do it, and then come on down to the farm and hang out with some sloths. I think it's a great way to road trip it up. The baby is cute, and this is Chloe, and she's the cutest thing ever. I totally agree. Good morning, everybody. Where are you watching from? We're here in Benton, Tennessee at a Coe Riverside farm, and this is Chloe. What do you think, Chloe? Chloe's like, I don't think a lot. You're in Cleveland? Well, good morning. Michigan, Alabama. Chloe is adorable. California. Is he alive? He is alive. Flash is alive. Chloe's alive, and I'm alive. Texas and Missouri. Chloe is adorable. I agree. How far are we from Cookeville? I think it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Wyoming. Are we allowed to pet her? You sure can. Let's give her some pets right now. We love petting her. And you can hold her. And we have another sloth that you can hold. His name is Dash. And we also have Zoe. So 3 sloths that you can hold. New York. Good morning, New York. Utah. Utah's got some good snowboarding. You got that champagne powder. Is that a real sloth behind us? It sure is. Flash, they don't think you're real. Flash is just a real chill OG sloth. So he just relaxes, doesn't have much to prove, so he just hangs out. No stress. Pura vida, right? Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Coe Riverside Farm. It's December. We've made it. We're right here. We've made it past Thanksgiving, and we're hanging out with sloths. I hope that everybody has had a great year so far. If you're looking to wrap it up with something really, really fun, you guys, we just started this new thing. It's called Cuddle in Your Cabin or in your covered wagon, which I think is really cool. So you can do a sloth encounter inside your covered wagon. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Coe, Florida? No, we are in Benton, Tennessee, right on the Coe River. Why do they move that fast? I know. How long have you been on live? Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. But we are definitely going to be turning to a different activity at about 11 o'clock. And the reason for that is we're going to be doing a sloth encounter. So here at Coe Riverside Farm, we actually do encounters. So if you want to learn about sloths, you can come visit us and actually learn about Flash, feed him, and then probably hold some other sloths. Now, some of the other really cool things that we do is you can bottle feed a baby kangaroo, you could ride a camel, you could do a horseback ride, and we have baby Zeke. He is a baby zebra here at Coe Riverside Farm, And Fallon has been working with him a ton, and he is fine with his halter and being led around. It is awesome. Hey Julie, you were in Pigeon Forge in August? Well, next time you come visit or come down this way, come look us up. Is it fun working with sloths every day? Well, it's a little slow sometimes. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, working with sloths great. How many do we have? We have 4 sloths. So we have Flash, Dash, Chloe, and Zoe. What is the towel for? So the towel gives her a little bit bigger structure to kind of hold on to, because if I just put her on my arm, she's gonna just wrap around me, and she's going to look more like an arm wrap than a sloth. So pretty funny. Is the one hanging in the back alive? Yes, this is Flash. He's alive. He's just hanging out. Have we seen Flash the Sloth in Zootopia? We sure have. Where are we? We're in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. Come hang out with us. We're right on the banks of the Ocoee River, and it is beautiful. Good morning, Greasy. Is it Greasy or Gracie? Brianna, good morning. Where's everybody watching from? We're here in Benton, Tennessee. We've made it into December. It's a little chilly outside, but get this. Sloths need their environment to be between 75 to 80, 85 degrees, okay? They can't get cold. So when it's really, really cold outside, we gotta make sure that that heat's cranked up. And here's another reason. That bacteria that's inside their gut, that has to maintain temperature or it won't actually work. So a sloth, even if it had a full stomach and it got too cold, they might pass away with no way to actually process their food because the bacteria in their gut got too cold. 39 degrees for you, that's cold. Bentonville, but you're in Nashville. Yes, this is Flash, and he is a big boy. He weighs about 15 pounds. Now Chloe here, she only weighs 2 pounds. Did you know that sloths only use the bathroom every 7 to 10 days? Could you hold Flash? Nope, we don't hold Flash because he's never been held and he doesn't want to be held. So we're not going to force him to do something that he doesn't want to do. Our other 3 sloths have been held and they like being held, so they're okay with it. You have a question. How long have we had him? So Flash has been here, I think it's about 4 years now, maybe 5. And the rest of the sloths, Zoe is getting close to 2 years, and then Dash is close to 9 months, and then the baby is only like 4 months or so. I think that's right. How long is their lifespan? Great question. So in the wild, sloths are typically going to live to 20 to 30 years, but in captivity, there were 2 sloths, Jan and Paula, and they made it to 52 and 54. All right, guys, I'm going to take a break just for a second on one of these channels. My throat sometimes, you know. So what kind of questions do you guys have about sloths here? El Paso, Texas, good morning. Yes, they love to be petted. Is the one behind me real or fake? Yes, it is real. Look, see? Here. Let me even pick up the camera for you. Alright. Since you guys don't believe me. There, Flash. They don't believe you're real. Does he look real to you guys? If you guys wanted to pick up this tripod with one arm while holding the sloth, I would be really appreciative. I'm just kidding. How do their feet work? Okay, so it's kind of like a little vise. So I'm going to turn her sideways so we can kind of see here. Let's turn some of these. So can you see her little paw there? Would they die if they move fast? No, they wouldn't die, but they would use up all their energy. So it's like a little grip. It's just like this. It just closes in. And then the paw, it's leather, like a monkey's paw. And so then that way, I call it like God's crescent wrench. So I think it's pretty cute. They are cute. Oh, Zoe, what you doing? Or Chloe. Yes, it is just a baby. Give me 1 second, guys. Did she ever... How do we attain them? Well, so that's a good question. So we are licensed by the USDA as a USDA exhibitor. So what that means is, for all intents and purposes, we're a zoo. But we don't call ourselves a zoo. We call ourselves a Coe Riverside Farm because we provide a lot more hands-on encounters. So a lot of times when you go to a zoo, you're seeing animals from afar, and we try to really impart education and experiences by hands-on, because that's a lot easier way for most people to learn.
Success.
Oh, look what we have here. Oh, we must turn on this one too then. We have the appearance. Guys, look who she's got. She has nobody because I don't have it pointed correctly. There we go. Yeah. So she's holding Zoe. We have the whole crew. Well, I guess we would have to have one more sloth. So tempting.
I think.
Good morning, everybody. We have the whole crew out here. Well, I think Dash is probably hanging out somewhere. But we have Zoe, Flash, Michaela, Chloe, and Kevin. And we're located here at Coe Riverside Farm in Benton, Tennessee. You guys gotta come visit us. You can actually do a sloth encounter in your covered wagon. I know we're coming into the holidays. And the real reason for the holidays is we are celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, okay? That's the real reason. That's what we're always going to do, and we're proud of that. That being said, guess what? We have gift certificates too, and they're awesome. I've been seeing a lot of people grabbing them, and they're walking out, and they're pretty excited. Somebody came in the other day, and they were actually, were you here the day they were blindfolded or had like the covering on their head?
Like a month ago.
Yeah. So they actually blindfolded the person. They came through the gate. They had no clue where they were. And then they showed up and got to hold a sloth. Now, I admit, their response was a little underwhelming.
It was.
But the prep that their friends went to, I applaud them. Those are some good friends. So this is Flash here, and he gets really excited about breakfast time and starts drooling like a little kid. Yes, we know you're excited to eat. Okay, I gotta give him one little stick because I can't do it. See, I'm a pushover. All right, buddy, here you go. See, I hooked you up. I'm your boy. People were watching a minute ago, and they said that I'm Flash's twin with my hair.
Oh.
They said
Yeah.
I look like the
That's
sloth. Well, your hair is kind of that color too. Yeah. So guys, this is not the Michaela that you knew before. It's a totally different person. She even has a different name.
Do.
Yep, it's true. It's Michaela Warner now. Totally different. So when you come, she's the person doing your sloth encounter, and she's really chill, so she's not gonna be overwhelming, and you guys are gonna love it. She's gonna teach you so much about sloths. Thank you, Michaela, and good job getting Zoe up.
She was trying to sleep in this morning, but finally woke up and saw that I wanted hugs, so decided to come see me.
Dude, she's really long now. Like,
I know.
I
When I
think
look
she's
back at videos of like a year ago today, you posted one a few days ago.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, she's like.
oh, when
less
that lady
than
gets
half
really
the-
excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less than half the size.
I
was
thought
so
she was
small.
smaller than, well, probably maybe the same size as Dash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about the same size.
But do you? I think she's as long almost now.
Well. Yeah.
Cause look in the camera on her body.
Yeah. I don't know.
Flash, what you think? Oh, you wanna? Well, you get one more. That's it. Cause you got it. We're doing an encounter at
I'm glad he's got
11.
an appetite though.
Huh?
I'm glad he's got an appetite.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
He was pretty picky yesterday.
Let's try to change it up.
Well, he says, I'm just eating anything you put towards me.
So we're feeding them a little bit of zucchini, squash, and sweet potato. He seemed to like it good. All right, let's see what time we got here. Guys, we got like 15 more minutes. So, what questions do you have about sloths, or where are you watching from? And if Michaela, if you have something else to do, you do not have to stay.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll for a little bit.
Let's see here. What's wrong with, I don't know what you were talking about. Are Zoe and Dash Chloe's parents? No, none of the sloths are related. Watching from Denver. Awesome. Can you legally own a sloth? We are licensed by the USDA as an exhibitor. So, same as a zoo. Let's see here. How do their arms and legs not get sore? So, their relaxed state is actually clamped on. So, when they're relaxed, they're clamped on. Pennsylvania. Good morning, Pennsylvania. Look, there's Flash hanging down. Do they bite? They do. That's how they eat. All animals bite. That's how they chew their food. We don't want them to bite us, and that's why we don't put our fingers inside their mouths. So just a little bit of, common animal precaution when you're around animals. And if we thought that they were a danger for biting, we would not be placing them in your lap. Good morning from Cleveland. How are you? Are they aggressive? They are aggressive nappers, I would say that, and aggressive snackers. But in terms of aggressive towards us, no. What does the sloth say? Not a lot. Louisville, good morning. Why do they move so slow? They move so slow to conserve energy. How do they get down? They don't. They want to stay up. They are arboreal creatures. When they're on the ground, they don't have like hands and feet. So when they even get on tile, it's kind of difficult for them to get around. That's why people try to pick them up and help them. How long do they live for? Sloths in the wild are 20 to 30 years. But there were 2 sloths in Germany. I don't know if they drove a Volkswagen, but they were in Germany. And they were 52 and 54. And that was Jan and Paula. Michaela, you should have laughed at that joke just a little bit. That was kind of funny. Can't believe she didn't even giggle.
I'm sure some people that are watching probably giggled.
Okay, good. Let's see here. How long do they stay upside down? As long as they want, because their relaxed state is kind of clamped on. I call their little claws like God's crescent wrench, because with the little palm, that gives them a good contact surface, and then the hand wrapping around or the claw enables it to pull it to them. Good morning, everybody. If you're just now joining us, this is Chloe, that's Flash, this is Zoe, that's Michaela. These guys are hilarious right now. If you guys want to come hang out with the coolest animals ever and the coolest sloth keeper, Michaela, come visit us at Ocoee Riverside Farm. Flash is putting on some acrobatics here. Way to go, Flash. You're an aggressive napper? I know. See, somebody asked if the sloths were aggressive, and I said they're aggressive nappers.
Oh my gosh.
So, give her the baby. Well, she has that big baby right now, and they're bonding really well, and I ain't switching nothing because it's chill and good. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Ocoee Riverside Farm. That's Flash the Sloth. That's Michaela the Human, Zoe the Sloth, Kevin the Human, and Chloe, the cutest, 2-toed, 2-fingered, baby little sloth who only weighs about 2 pounds. So, if you want to come visit us at Ocoee Riverside Farm and learn about these amazing animals, come on out and visit us. We have over 150. So we just had like sugar gliders out a minute ago. But we also have baby kangaroos that you can bottle feed. We have spider monkeys that you can hang out with. Yesterday I had the fennec fox in here, Finn. So Finn is really cool because he kind of looks like a cat. So he has these big ears, and the ears act as radiators. So when they're out there in the desert and they're getting really hot, those ears help them to figure out where everything is, but also to cool off. Flash is like, either feed me or I'm out. Does the sloth have to be on the towel? No, the sloth doesn't have to be on this towel right now, but I have her hanging out there because it's a larger surface for her to kind of wrap around. Because if she's on me, it's gonna kind of look like I just have a brown sleeve because she's gonna wrap up around me. Flash is trying to get my attention. He's like, yo, I thought we were hanging out, we were friends. So the reason I'm not feeding Flash yet is we're doing a sloth encounter at 11 a.m. So Flash is gonna get to be not held, but fed by guests.
You too.
Michaela just got involved in a cross-up. It's like Romeo and Juliet, and she had to be the mediator. Good morning, everybody. We're live here at Kelly Riverside Farm. You can come here and hang out with sloths. Right upstairs is the sloth suite, and that means that you can have a sloth for a roommate. It's pretty cool. Flash stays upstairs, so he's separated right there by that. And we just started doing encounters where you can do cuddle in your cabin. So what that means is we bring the animal right down there to you in your covered wagon. You crank the heat up to about 75, 80 degrees, and you hang out with a bunch of really cool animals. Good morning, everybody. What's on Flash's mouth? Well, he gets really excited at about 10 a.m. and he starts drooling. I think that's called the Pavlovian response, and we had the vet come and checked it out, Mr. Dr. Hegden, and he examined all his teethers, making sure he didn't have any steak or blueberries or anything in there. Nothing was in there. He's all clear. He just drools every day at about 10:30. He likes to eat. He wants his baby. No, none of these sloths are related. Sloths can't even really see. Well, I mean, they can see, but they have monorod chromacy. So they're having a hard time seeing, so they're kind of seeing shapes and blurred things going on. Kind of the old 80s night vision is what you're thinking. Did you say his name was Flash? That's right. This is Flash. This is Chloe. She was just holding Zoe. And we have a fourth one, Dash. So some of the other animals that we have here at Kelly Riverside Farm is we have Abu and Ed the camel. So Abu is huge. So is Ed. Get this. Ed is even bigger. Ed is the biggest camel in North America. Seriously, he's over 7 feet tall. They had to cut a hole to even fit him through. It's ridiculous. So 1,750 pounds, and you can ride them. So we do rides, and you're out there hanging out with the covered wagons. You're looking at zebras. You're looking at camels, kangaroos, llamas, and alpacas. You just held a sloth, and you're in Tennessee. I think it's pretty cool. How did they all end up here? We got them, and we want to hang out with them. Where are we located? We're in Benton, Tennessee. Do they fight off other animals? No, they're not trained for that. You need to come to Tennessee ASAP. I totally agree, but not just Tennessee. Here, Kelly Riverside Farm. During the summer, the Ocoee River releases. Did you know that they held the 1996 Olympics just upstream of us? So if you're coming in spring, summer, or fall, you can also go rafting. You would come out and visit? Well, awesome. It's really fun. You live in Tennessee and you didn't know? Well, now you know, and now you can tell everybody else. How much? I have no clue. It's all on the website, OcoeeRiversideFarm.com. I know it's not free, and I know that you don't have to sell your firstborn. It's a good deal though. Can you pet them? Yes. And not only can you pet them, but 3 of them you can hold. Baby Chloe's one of them. There are age restrictions on different encounters, so just make sure that you slow down and take your time when you're reading through it and make sure that it's everything that it's going to be. Where are we located? We are in Benton, Tennessee, halfway between Chattanooga and Knoxville. Maybe it's not exactly north, but it's on that way. We're right on the banks of the Ocoee River, and the covered wagons are beautiful and they're warm, and it's a great place to create memories because that's what it's all about, creating memories to last a lifetime. You can hold one, you sure can. You can hold Chloe, Zoe, or Dash. Age appropriate, of course. Make sure you check all the specifics. He is chilling, and this is Flash. He's like, hey, Is it time to eat? You live in Dallas? Well, good morning in Dallas. Hope Texas is doing well. Good morning, everybody. If you're just now joining us, we're live here at Coe Riverside Farm. This is Flash, I'm Kevin, and this is Chloe. If you guys ever wanted to come hang out with some really awesome animals, you can do that. I think we're actually having a live nativity next weekend through one of the churches that we're partnering with. It's going to be an amazing experience. I'm sure we're going to be having video. I think it's all booked up, but follow along and check out our posts for any updates that we might do. What all animals do we have? So we have sugar gliders, alpacas, llamas, kangaroos, micro squirrels, iguanas, sulcata tortoises, ponies, let's see, oh, I've totally forgotten. We have micro miniature Scottish Highland cows. So we have Dolly and Annie, and they are the cutest. Like, these little guys only weigh like 50 or 60 pounds. They're all white. They have a black tipped nose, black ears, and black feet. So that's Dolly. Annie is the same color setup, except with red tipped nose, ears, and feet. Really, really cute. We did do bottle feeding. We're not doing bottle feeding with the cows anymore, right? It's just like hang out. But I think you get to brush them, and they're really cute. Let's see here. You need to come see some Highland cows. I totally agree. Did you find them yet? Is anybody out there?
At the shop right now.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. We're gonna be getting started here in about 3 or 4 minutes. So if you want to see what a sloth encounter is, jump back on here in about 2 or 3 minutes. Thank you so much for watching this morning. I really appreciate it. Make sure you check out that cool Cuddle in Your Cabin encounter that we just opened up. Have a great day, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. $24,000 people and 57.